Hi, Richard here from Learn, Implement, Share. I made this short video so you can quickly understand what the Cluster Learning Culture Initiative is. This may replace the need for a Zoom meeting or certainly save us time if we do Zoom. By now you should have read my article, Launching a Learning Culture Initiative in Your School, Start Small While Thinking Big. If you haven't yet, please do so because it gives this video a lot more context. Now, you've expressed interest in helping your teachers improve their craft, in other words, turning professional learning into actual classroom change. That's exactly what a Learning Culture Initiative is designed to do. In simple terms, a Learning Culture Initiative helps teachers regularly implement new ideas and reflect on their experiences. This solves the biggest problem with traditional PD. Most professional development stops at awareness. Teachers attend a workshop, they feel inspired, and then little or nothing changes. A Learning Culture Initiative underpins your PD program with an ongoing implementation phase. Teachers try new strategies, post short reflections about what worked and what didn't, and what their plans are to improve, and over time the school builds a living library of best practices, written by its own teachers. This means that teachers who join your school in the future will learn directly from your current teachers' experiences. There are three pricing models. The full Learning Culture Initiative, where a single school runs its own program and gains ongoing access to me. Then there's the Cluster Initiative, the mid-price option, where a group of schools shares the initial cost. And then there's the Shared Learning Culture Initiative, which is the lowest cost option. In the full model, the first year setup fee is $5,000 plus $50 per teacher. So the first year fee for a 50 teacher school will be $7,500. After the first year, there's a fixed maintenance fee of US $30 per teacher per year. That's what international schools typically pay. The Cluster Learning Culture Initiative model might suit you if you're well connected with other heads of schools in your region or your country. By suggesting the Learning Culture Initiative to other school heads, and with my help, a group of 5 or 10 schools may come together to share the initial costs. Each school has its own internal discussion area, but they all contribute to a shared library of teacher insights. It's a powerful model because your teachers learn with and from educators in other schools. And of course, it's much more affordable. In the cluster model, the initial $5,000 build fee is shared among all the schools in the cluster. So rather than paying $5,000, if 5 schools join, it's $1,000 each. If 10 schools join, it's $500 each. Now, the initial per teacher build fee can also be reduced as the total number of teachers increases. This is in the first year, right? So there's the shared $5,000 and then there's the $50 per teacher for the first year. So if it's up to 200 teachers, it's $50. If it's between 200 and 300 teachers in the cluster, that might only be 5 schools, it drops to $40 per teacher. If it's 300 plus teachers, which might be 7 or 8 schools, it's $30 per teacher. So that's the initial first year costs. $5,000 split and either $50, $40 or $30 per teacher depending on the size of your cluster. Now I mentioned the maintenance fee of $30 per teacher per year, and that's for years 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's to maintain the program. I'm open to reducing that $30 per teacher maintenance fee for very large clusters, so we can talk about that. As for support and access, in the full Learning Culture Initiative, schools can contact me directly whenever they need support. But in the cluster version, I don't meet individually with each school. However, I host group Zoom sessions every 2 or 3 months for all cluster schools. However, a school can request a tailored Zoom call for a per hour fee. Inside the Hub is a step-by-step mini-course for your leaders, guiding them on how to run the initiative successfully. The Leaders mini-course is clear, easy to follow, and requires no ongoing Zoom sessions or personal consulting from me. You'll also find a Q&A space where you can post questions for me to answer to the whole cluster. So you're never on your own as the guidance is built right into the system. Now, if the cluster cost is too high for your school, there's also the Shared Learning Culture Initiative, which brings together many schools from multiple regions and countries into one large hub. In the shared version, there's no build fee for year 1. The standard cost is $30 per teacher per year, but that can also be reduced if you join with numerous other schools as a collective. It's still based on the same implementation model, but without the regular video calls. So read about the Shared Learning Culture Initiative in the PDF for more details. And for schools with no budget at all, talk to me because there might be a way to get you started. So that's the 3 Learning Culture Initiative models explained in a nutshell. If one of these sounds right for your context, let's chat and see how we can make a learning culture initiative work for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll look forward to hearing from you. Bye.